Rain poured heavily that night. The streets were quiet except for the sound of thunder echoing through the small town. Somewhere near the edge of a narrow alley, a girl with muddy shoes and soaked clothes knelt beside her best friend. Blood stained the girl's hands, not her own, but her friend's. "Don't leave me, okay? You promised, Alina, you promised," shouted Anya, shaking the limp body of her friend. Alina, barely conscious, smiled weakly through the pain. "Always, friends. Forever, remember?" Anya sobbed, her tears mixing with the rain. The ambulance siren wailed in the distance, still too far. That moment, that 1 second of fear and hope and heartbreak, would stay with Anya for the rest of her life. And so begins a story of a friendship that refused to break. This story started in a small primary school on the edge of a sleepy town. Anya was a loud, playful girl with wild dreams and a big heart. Alina was quiet, thoughtful, always reading or drawing in a corner. They met over a fight about a lost pencil. "That's mine," Anya shouted. Alina looked up calmly. "No, it's mine. It has my name on it. See?" Anya squinted. Sure enough, Alina was scratched onto the side. "Oh," Anya said, a bit embarrassed. "Sorry, you wanna play football with us?" Alina hesitated. "I don't know how." Anya grinned. "So what? I'll teach you." And just like that, a friendship began. They were completely opposites, but something about their connection clicked. Where Anya was impulsive, Alina was cautious. Where Alina stayed quiet in class, Anya was the class clown. But they always had each other's backs. They laughed, they fought, they learned, they grew. Their parents were unsure at first. Anya's family was Christian, Alina's was Egyptian Muslim. In their town, people didn't mix much outside their own communities. But the girls didn't care. They just liked being together. From shared lunches to sneaking out to watch the stars, they built a world where religion, background, or differences didn't matter. Years passed like chapters in a book. Anya and Alina were now in their early teens, walking taller and dreaming bigger, but their friendship remained rooted in something pure. They rode bicycles through the dusty lanes after school, raced to the old banyan tree by the river, and made secret plans to open a comic book store when they grew up. Anya wanted to be a writer. Alina wanted to be an artist. Together, they promised, they would tell the best stories the world had ever seen. There were days when Alina would draw superheroes in the back of her notebook, and Anya would scribble wild tales around them. They shared every detail, every page, every dream. But life, even in a small town, isn't always simple. One day, at the local fair, a few girls from another school told Alina, "Hey, you don't belong here," one of them spat, eyes cold with hatred. Anya stepped in, without hesitation. "Back off, she's with me. Say that again, and I swear." They walked away, but the damage was done. That night, Alina sat silent. "You okay?" Anya asked. Alina nodded slowly. "Sometimes I feel like, no matter how good we are, people only see what makes us different." Anya didn't know what to say at first. Then she placed a hand on Alina's shoulder. "You're not different to me. You're my sister. And sisters stick together." Alina smiled faintly. That one sentence stitched a stronger bond than any promise ever could. They made a pact that night, one that no insult, no fight, no distance could break. They would always have each other's backs. Always. They carved their names into the bark of the old banyan tree. Anya plus Alina equals sisters forever. And for a long time, that felt like enough. High school came like a storm. New classes, new faces, new expectations. Anya threw herself into debates and writing competitions. Alina became quiet again, spending more time with her sketchbooks than with people. They still met at the banyan tree, but not every day. Life was slowly changing. Anya's family started talking about sending her to a big city for college. "You're smart, Anya. You should go to San Diego. Become a great writer," her father would say. Alina's parents, more conservative, wanted her to stay close to home. "You can study art here. Why go so far?" They never said it, but both families began to pull the girls in different directions. The day Anya got her acceptance letter to San Diego University, she ran to the banyan tree, heart pounding. Alina was already there. "I knew it," Alina said with a small smile. "You're not upset?" Alina shrugged. "I'm proud. Really. It's gonna be different without you. Anya hugged her. We'll write, call, visit. Nothing changes. But everything was already changing. In San Diego, Anya thrived. She met writers, read poetry in cafes, published short stories in college magazines. But she missed the slow pace of home. She missed Elena. They talked, at first, almost every night. Elena would send photos of her drawings, and Anya would read her stories over the phone. But soon, the calls became less frequent. Anya got busy. Elena didn't always reply. Life, cruel and beautiful, kept moving. One evening, Anya came home for a holiday and found the banyan tree alone. No Elena. She went to Elena's house. Her mother opened the door with tired eyes. Elena's working now, at the printing shop. She doesn't draw much these days. That night, Anya sat alone under the tree and cried. Anya wrote letters. Long, emotional, silly letters. She shared poems, memories, hopes. Elena wrote back, sometimes. Her letters were shorter, kind, but distant. Hey Anya, glad you're doing well. I'm okay. Work is fine. Miss those old days sometimes. But Anya felt it, the gap growing between them. One day, Anya sent a letter with a plane ticket inside. Come visit me, just for a weekend. Let's talk. Let's be us again. No reply came. Weeks passed, then months. It was late evening when Anya's phone rang. An unfamiliar voice said, Are you Anya? I found your number in Elena's things. She's been in an accident. The world froze. Train, hospital, Elena, bleeding. Anya dropped everything. The next train home was 10 hours away. She barely breathed the whole ride. She reached the hospital in the mid of night. Elena lay unconscious, pale, fragile. Anya grabbed her hand. Don't you dare leave me. You promised. Elena stirred. Anya, I'm here. Tears poured freely. Elena smiled and said, Always, friends, forever. Elena survived. Recovery was slow, painful. But Anya stayed. She brought books, art supplies, and old comic sketches. Slowly, Elena began to draw again. They talked, really talked, about life, choices, regrets. I thought you forgot me, Elena admitted one day. Never. I thought you were slipping away, Anya replied. They laughed. They cried. They healed. One evening, sitting under their old banyan tree, Elena said, Do you still want to open that comic book store? Anya looked up, surprised. You mean it? Elena smiled, brighter than she had in years. Let's do it. Together. Years later, they opened a small bookstore, art studio together in their hometown. It wasn't big, but it was theirs. Children came in for comics and left with dreams. Teens found stories and sketchbooks. Adults found peace. They published their own comic series, a tale of two heroines from different worlds who always found their way back to each other. It became popular, touching hearts across the country. One summer, they were invited to a national literary festival. Standing on stage, Elena said, This is more than a bookstore. It's a dream stitched together by love, loyalty, and stories that never die. Anya added, and this is proof that friendship, real friendship, can survive anything. On the door hung a simple wooden sign, Anya Elena's, where stories begin. Behind the counter stood two women who had been through storms, distance, silence, and pain. But they were still standing. Still friends. Still sisters. Forever. The banyan tree still stood tall, carved into its bark, still clear after all these years. Anya plus Elena equals sisters forever. Beneath it, a stone bench now bore an inscription. Friendship is not just a word. It's a life lived together. Thank you for watching the video all the way through. If you like the video, leave a like and subscribe to the channel for more content like this.